Our concerns that they don't seem to take into account those who actually are in most need of housing. We don't mind the government providing housing for the mega rich, the wealthy, those who can afford them. But what about all those who are on the social lists, the medical lists, particularly those who are on the medical A+ list, which are urgent cases, and all those others who live in dismal, appalling housing conditions? It seems that the balance always tilts to favour those with money, those who can afford to buy, but those who cannot are left behind. And it was about 14 months ago that the Housing Minister, the Honourable Samantha Sacramento, said in a viewpoint programme that the government will be building, providing, constructing housing for rental. That was 14 months ago. We're still waiting for that to happen.
Well, the government says this project comes at practically no cost to the taxpayer, so is your argument a valid one?
We're not looking into the economics of the issue or the environmental. We're looking at whether these developments will provide housing for those who are on the waiting list, who can't afford to buy.
Do you think that it could possibly open up government housing and also some rentals when the new properties actually come on the market in Victoria Keys?
We don't think so. It depends on who are the people who will buy these properties. But we don't envisage these properties being sold or bought by people who live in rental accommodation in government estates.
So do you feel your call for more rentals is falling on deaf ears?
Oh yes, it does. I mean, as I've said before, 14 months ago the Minister promised that they would be building housing for rental. They haven't done it. So yes, I think that, or we think that our plea for government to build housing for rental is being neglected.
Chief Minister said yesterday that although they aren't government affordable properties, there will be some affordable properties in this development. Is that not helpful at all?
But again, we are talking about housing for selling. What we want is housing for rental. And this kind of properties for selling are an insult to those who are waiting for housing for rental. The social cases, the medical cases, and all those others who live in dismal, appalling housing conditions, they have been neglected. And that, we think, is an insult to these people who are waiting. And some of them will die waiting because there's nothing happening.